So one of the questions that we're often asked is how can we achieve these big increases in renewable energy without it being cost prohibitive? And the really good answer in all this, and I think it's a lesson for the rest of the world, not just for New York, is that the current energy system, current power sector, is not only very energy inefficient. And what I mean by energy efficient, big power plant, sometimes half the energy content goes up the chimney in the form of heat, but it's also financially inefficient. And so it means that we can really, in large measure, use the what somebody might call the existing cost envelope of the bill to finance a new energy system. And that's really at the core of what we're trying to do in the state. So we're changing the utility incentives. Right now, the utilities are still compensated in the way that they've been compensated financially for decades, which is to only get paid for the amount of capital they deploy. So it means that we have a system which is built for the hottest hours of the year. So the average capacity utilization of the utility sector is about 54%, but we pay for it all year long. So can we imagine a cleaner and cheaper energy system? Let me give you two examples. Right now the system is built so that in the middle of the summer, somebody's air conditioning system can go on at the same time as their washing machine and their dishwasher and everything else. Now, they don't all exactly go on at the same time, but statistically you have to build a system so that a lot of those appliances are going on at the same time. And peak power is some of the most expensive power that is produced and can be some of the dirtiest power that's produced. So they don't all have to go on. All these appliances don't have to go on all at the same moment. They can have chips in them so that they go on just at a few moments apart. We'd never notice the difference. And that would be a system that would be cleaner and cheaper. The other thing is we've heard a lot about the intermittency of renewable energy, because the wind doesn't blow all the time, as an example. Well, and so what we do is we have a lot of fossil fuel backup for that kind of generation. So that's expensive as well as produces more carbon when those plants are on. Well, the technology exists to match the intermittency of renewables with what happens with customer demand. And so if we do that, we can have a system that'll be cheaper because there'll be less capital to be deployed and it will be cleaner. So the problem is less the technology and more the rules and the regulations that have not provided a financial incentive for utilities to do that. So the first thing is a change in utility incentives and regulation.